Hello friends. So today we are going to see the logic gates and a topic related to study of digital electronics, that is Boolean algebra. Boolean algebra. Friends, we know it very well that as we saw there are different types of gates used in digital electronics, and using these gates the digital circuit can be built, and that circuit consists of number of gates, combinational circuits, etc. So now when we're talking about Boolean algebra, so what is the need of Boolean algebra, that we are going to see. So in case of this digital electronics, when circuits are very complicated, then if we know the rules of Boolean algebra, then using that Boolean algebra we can simplify the circuit, and the most complex logical expression can be reduced to simpler expression that produces the same results. This is a major benefit of understanding Boolean algebra and using it for simplification of the circuit. So now we are going to see the concepts of Boolean algebra, its rules, and how we can simplify the given Boolean expression that today we are going to see in this topic. So here we have already seen the gates, that is we saw the basic gates, that is NOT gate, OR gate, AND gate. And similarly, using these basic gates we have already discussed the derived gates, which is basically the gate designed using the combination of these basic gates, and that we know that is it is a NOR gate, then it is NAND gate, it is XOR gate, or XNOR gate. So these are the gates which are called as the derived gates. Now when we are trying to construct a circuit, we know that a need is that primary requirement of digital circuit is to find a way to make them as simple as possible. So what does it mean as simple as possible? So remember that if any expression is given and if we know the Boolean algebra, then we can reduce it to a simple circuit which gives the same output as a complex circuit. A complex expression can be reduced to simpler expression that nevertheless produce the same result under all possible conditions. Means here you have some complex expression and which gives under certain combination of input. Suppose the output is X. Now when we simplify this complex expression using Boolean algebra into simple form, so this simple form expression or the circuit gives the same result. Result is not changing, but here the expression is complex. By using Boolean algebra we are turning it into simple expression. Both gives the same results, and that is why we can say using Boolean algebra we can simplify the complex expression. And how it can be simplified, that we are going to see, and what are the rules which we are using for that. And obviously when we reduce complex expression into simple form, a major benefit that it reduces number of gates, cost, power consumption, and space required for the circuit. Say for example, let us consider, say there it is, A is input which is given to particular block of the circuit, and this is another block of the circuit which gives the result, say Y is equal to something. So now what is happening here, these two blocks are used, which when input is A, Y is suppose A complement. So we can say that actually this is producing the complement of the circuit. So what is the function of this block, what is the function of these blocks, and what are the corresponding expressions that we have to see. But after conversion complex expression into simple form, it is possible that instead of using number of blocks and number of components, we can reduce it to a simple form which can give the same result, that is y is equal to a complement. So this way complex expression can be turned into simple expression. Now we are going to see how exactly it is happening. So to understand, let us consider AND laws, and the operator is AND operator. So we know that is AND gate, which has an operator that is AND operator, and that we already saw in truth table. Suppose A is input, B is input, and Y is equal to A and B. So 0, 0, so 0 into 0, output is 0, 0, 1, output is 1, 1, 0, output is, sorry, here it is 0, output is 0, and 1, 1, output is 1. That means when we talk about this AND operation, we know that output is high then and only then when all inputs are high. If any one of the input is low, output is low or 0. So this is basic AND operator. Now how this operator operates, here we saw, but suppose there it is an unknown entity A. So when A and 0, that means this is an AND operator, so always result is 0 because of one of the input is 0. So these are the AND laws. Again A and 1, so though A is 0, so 0 into 1 it is 0. If A is 1, 1 into 1 it is 1. It gives us that A and 1 is always equal to A. Similarly A and A, that is always equal to A, and complement of A is 0. Suppose A is 1, obviously A complement is 0, and 0 into 1 is 0. Suppose A is 0, then A complement is 1, 1 into 0 is 0. So these are the AND laws we are going to consider for understanding Boolean algebra. Now here we see that is OR operator. So when we talk about OR operator, so we know that when operator is OR, functioning is ORing. And what does it mean? That these are the inputs, but here it is A or B. So ORing operation is what? Output is 0 only when all inputs are 0, otherwise it is high. So that means 0 or 0 it is 0, 0 or 1 it is 1, 1 or 0 it is 1, and 1 or 1 it is 1. So this is ORing operation. So similarly, if any unknown input A is there, so A plus 0 or A or 0 is always A or 1 is always 1, A or A is A, and A or A bar or A complement, that is always 1. So that you should understand. So these are the laws associated with OR gate called OR laws. So we are actually using these laws for simplification of the given Boolean expression to simplify the circuit or reducing the circuit. Next, NOT law operator. So here we know when we talk about NOT, it is a inversion operation. So NOT, we know this is a NOT gate. If input is A, output Y is equal to A complement. So here if A is 1, A complement is 0, and A is 0, A complement is 1. Now we talk about associative law. Now when we are constructing circuit, So what exactly mean by the digital circuit, that let us consider first, and then we'll talk about the law. So let us consider, suppose you have one circuit whose output Y is equal to A or B dot C or D, if this is a Boolean expression. Now how can we draw the circuit? So remember that in this expression two types of operators are used, that is AND operator and these are OR operators. So two, in here it is one OR operator, here it is another OR operator, but final result is what? That ANDing of this operator and this operator. So we need to have AND gate. So where we'll get this output Y, but at the input of AND operator, AND gate, these are two inputs, that means one end gives the input A or B and another input, that is C or D. So obviously when these two inputs are given to this AND gate, we'll get this output. But in order to get A or B, we have to use OR gate here, which has this A input, this is B input. So this gate gives ORing operation of A and B, that is A plus B. Similarly, at this end, there is another OR gate which has two inputs called C and D. So this gives C plus D, and at the end Y is this. So this is what the Boolean expression, which gives us that a combination of certain logical operations, and this is the output of that expression. And from this expression we can draw this kind of circuit, logical circuit. Now if we know the ANDing laws, ORing laws or inversion laws and the laws which we are going to see, then we can reduce this circuit to a simple circuit. So for that, some laws associated with Boolean algebra we are going to see. So first one is associative law. So here we see that, here you see that is A and B, this is in bracket, and it is ANDed with the C. Then this is exactly equal to, according to Boolean algebra associative law, it is similar to A and into bracket B and C, or that is also equal to A and B and C. So all these terms gives the same result. This is basically associative law associated with ANDing operation. So here we see ANDing operation related to ORing laws. So here see A or B, bracket complete, it is ORed with C. Whatever result this expression gives, by choosing the same value of A, B, C, we get A or B or C. Both results are same, and again the same result we get with A or B or C. So this is associative laws of OR operation considering Boolean algebra. So next, distributive laws. So here in case of distributive laws, here we see here that A is ANDed with B or C. So now here A is performing an operation of ANDing with B. A is again performing operation of ANDing with C. So that means A and B plus A and C. So this left hand side is exactly equal to right hand side. This way also we can write the distributive law. Similarly, when we talk about ORing operation, so here it is A is ORed with B and C or B dot C. So same case is there. A is ORed with B, that is A or B. Here it is an ANDing operation, so ANDed with A or C gives the same result. So this is distributive law related to Boolean algebra. Next is commutative law. That means here it is A is ANDed with B gives the same result if B is ANDed with A. This is commutative law. Similarly, related to OR operation, A or B is exactly equal to B or A. So these are the same things. So here precedence that is A B is nothing but A and B. Now what is happening here, you observe carefully, that is here it is A is ANDed with B and B is ORed with C. Now what operation will perform first using Boolean algebra rules? So remember that ANDing operation has precedence. What does it mean? Remember that if, let us consider 2 multiplied by 3 plus 4. If you perform the operation like this, that is 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. This is 7. 3 plus 4 is multiplied by 2. Result is 7. But we know that multiplication has precedence over addition. That means in case of solving this expression, wherever the multiplication comes first, that must be solved first. So 2 into 3, that is equal to 6 plus 4. So the result is 10. So this answer is the correct one. This is wrong one. So that is called as a precedence. That means when ANDing, ORing operations are there in the expression, then which expression is executed first, that is called as a basically precedence operation. So here we see that A is ANDed with B plus C. So it is executed in this way that A dot B or A ANDed B operation is done first. So that is why it is kept in bracket. Whatever thing written in bracket, it has a top priority, and then result is ORed with C. So this is precedence operation. Similarly, suppose we have A plus B dot C. Remember that multiplication or ANDing operation has high precedence. So here in this case, B dot C, this thing will be executed first and later on it is added to OR, but results are same. So this is called as a precedence operation. Now here we saw associative laws like this. So remember, let us take an example. Suppose A is equal to 1, B is equal to 0 and C is equal to 1. So according to this, A dot B dot C, result is 1 dot 0 dot 1. So this result is 0 dot 1, that is equal to 0. So result is 0 of this first term. So similarly, if we see the second operation, that is exactly equal to A dot B dot C. So here again A is 1 dot B dot C means the value of B which we have seen here, it is 0 into 1. So here it is 1 into 0 into 1 is 0. So 1 dot 0, that is again equal to 0. So that means this is 0, this is 0. That means we can say this term is exactly equal to this term. And similarly, when we say A dot B dot C, that means 1 dot 0. So 1 dot 0 is 0 dot C 0 dot 1. So this is term is 0 and here it is 1, so 0 into 1, that is 0. So we can say these things are same, and that is why it follows or obeys associativity as far as ANDing operation is concerned. Similar case is with ORing operation. So this way we can understand the rules. Similarly, in case of Boolean algebra, there are two important theorems known as De Morgan's theorem. De Morgan's theorem. So these are very important for simplification of Boolean expression. So remember that what they say, that first law says that if you take complement, remember that how the law can be read. Complement of A dot B is exactly equal to sum of the complements, that is A and B. So it can be read like this: complement of the product is equal to summation of the complements. So this is the basic law called as a De Morgan's theorem. So how exactly it is happening, let us see. So whatever the result of this, so let us consider this is A, this is B. So this is A bar, this is B bar. Let us consider this is A complement B, and this is A complement plus B complement. Okay, so now let us try to understand whether this law is obeyed at various input conditions. Let us consider A is 0, B is 0. So obviously A complement is 1, B complement is 1. So when we put value here, that is A is 0, B is 0 and its complement, that is equal to 1. Similarly, here it is A complement is 1 plus B complement is 1, that is equal to 1. So we can say that A complement A dot B, that means complement of product, is exactly equal to the summation of product. So here it is the result 1 and this is also 1. So this is for 0 0 and 1 1. So if we change 0 1, 1 0, 1 1, we'll get the same result. So we are writing here complements. A complement is 1, B complement 0. Here it is 0 1 0 0. So according to this rule, here we see A dot B, that is complement of A dot B. So here it is A dot B, 0 into 1 0, its complement is 1. Similarly, A complement plus B complement, here it is A complement is 1 and B complement is 0. So 1 plus 0 is 1. So again these two values are same. Similarly, we can calculate for remaining. So this is De Morgan's first theorem. Second theorem of De Morgan is that is complement of sum is exactly equal to product of complements. Remember that De Morgan's theorem, that is complement of sum is exactly equal to product of complements. And same thing we can explain with taking one random example, that is AB, A complement, B complement, complement of A plus B and product of complements. Okay, let us consider this is 1, this is 0. So here it is complement will be 0, here complement will be 1. So A plus B, that is 1 plus 0 is 1 and its complement is 0. Here let us consider A complement is 0 into B complement. B complement is 1. So 0 into 1, it is 0. So we can say that this is proved. So this is De Morgan's theorem, and these two theorems are very important for simplification of the Boolean, complicated Boolean expression, so that you should remember. Now let us try to understand the logic circuit associated with this. So here it is, in first theorem we see that there it is a complement of A dot B. So if we want to draw this circuit, how can it be drawn? Let us see. See, it is a complement. So for completion we need NOT gate, which will give us the complement of something. But what is input at this NOT gate? That is A dot B. So that means dot means it is AND operation. So we need to have AND gate at the input. This is AND gate, and here it is A, B. So now when this is A and B is there, output of AND gate is A dot B, and output of this gate is complement of A dot B. So whatever output this circuit is giving is exactly equal to the output of the circuit formed by this expression. That means what? Here it is C, A complement and B complement, and thereafter ORing. So here it is A input. Its complement is done by using NOT gate. Here it is B input. Its complement is done by NOT gate. So here we get A complement. Here we get B complement. And now it is ORed. So for that, another OR gate is used for this. And now this gate is giving us the result, which is A complement plus B complement. So now here we saw, as the result given by this expression is exactly equal to this, that means whatever work this circuit is doing, the same circuit can be replaced by this circuit, which gives the same result. Similarly, in case of this second, so this is the logic circuit associated with De Morgan's first theorem, that is complement of A dot B is exactly equal to summation of complements A complement plus B complement. So similarly, we can draw the circuit for second theorem. Here we have complement of A plus B is exactly equal to product of complements. So here for complementation we need to have NOT gate, and the input to NOT gate is A plus B. So for that, OR gate is required, whose output is connected here, and two inputs are there, A and B. So here we get A plus B, and here we get complement of. Same is true for this expression also. So this expression can be done with, see here it is a ANDing operation of A complement and B complement. So we need to have AND gate, which will give us this output. But what are the inputs to AND gate? That is A complement, that means there it is a NOT gate which is connected to input A. There it is another NOT gate which is connected to input B. So this A, here we get A complement, this is B, we get B complement, and this gate makes the operation such that A complement dot B complement. So this is logic circuit, and both circuits are equivalent circuits. That means the same expression can be obtained by combination of OR gate and NOT gate, or if you don't have OR gate, then the same result can be obtained by using AND gate and combination of NOT gate. So this is the important use of the theorem in simplifying the expressions. Okay, so now we are trying to understand the laws of Boolean algebra using this problem. So see, here it is: reduce the following expression and draw the logic diagram as well. Now we are given this expression, that is a dot b plus a dot into bracket b plus c bracket complete plus b dot into bracket b plus c. So this is one logical expression, Boolean expression, which is given, and we have to reduce it and we have to draw the logic diagram as well. Now let us consider what is Boolean expression, how one can draw the logic circuit using Boolean expression, then how one can apply the Boolean algebra to simplify this expression, and after simplification how can we construct the logic diagram or circuit using modified simple expression. So here in this case we see that in this expression we clearly see that here it is operation a dot b, that is here it is plus a dot, here b plus c, here again plus, here b dot b plus c. Now this is expression, and if we want to draw a logic diagram for this, so here remember that there are three input variables a, b and c. So in order to understand how the circuit is drawn or logic diagram, so this is a, this is b, this is c. So these are three inputs. Now here we see that a part of expression is a dot b, that means obviously this operation needs AND gate, to which input is a, another input is b, and obviously its output is a dot b. Okay, so second operation, this term is ORed with other terms. Okay, so let us consider second term. This second term is a dot b plus c. So here we need ORing operation, which is ANDed with a, so a dot. So that means there we need another AND gate which has one input is a, but another input is b plus c, and this b plus c means we need to have the OR gate which has inputs b and c. So b is connected to this OR gate as well as c is connected to this OR gate. So output of this gate is b plus c, and that is connected to this AND gate. Now the inputs of this second AND gate is, this is a, and here it is dot b plus c. So output will be a dot b plus c. So third, again ORing operation, but the term is b dot b plus c. So here it is a ORing operation and here it is ANDing operation. So again we must have third AND gate, to which one input is b and another input is b plus c. So we need again one more OR gate, to which the inputs are b and c. So here it is b and c are connected here, and so the output of this gate is b plus c, and which is ORed here. So now here it is, we are getting the term b. So obviously the output is b dot b plus c. Now we have got the first term, second term and third term, and all these terms are to be ORed. So if we take this term and this second term, which is given to one OR gate, we are considering only 2 input OR gate. The same can be drawn using 3 input OR gate also, but we will take example of 2 input OR gate. So the output of this OR gate is A dot B plus A dot B plus C. Now this complete term is again ORed with the third, so the output of this is given to another OR gate. So here the input is this, and at this end B dot B plus C, and therefore the output Y is this, that is A dot B plus A dot B plus C plus B dot B plus C. So this is what we are observing is the logical circuit which we have drawn from this expression. So now let us observe that how many gates are required in this circuit. So if we observe, we see to construct this circuit we need 1, 2 and 3 AND gates. That means if we consider AND gate, we need 3 gates. And OR gate, we observe 1, 2, 3 and 4, that is OR gate, that is 4 gates. So totally we need 7 gates to construct this circuit using this expression. Now what we are going to do, we are going to apply Boolean algebra rules for simplifying this expression, so that the expression can be simplified, which can help to reduce the circuit. So how it can be done, that let us see. So our expression is AB plus A dot B plus C plus B dot B plus C. Now we'll simplify the expression, that this term is as it is AB plus. So this A dot B plus C, using distributive law we can write that is it is AB plus AC. So remember that we are using distributive law here, plus again using distributive law we can write BB plus BC. So remember that this term and these terms, this term is same, this term and this term is same. So this is according to distributive law, which we already saw. Now again what can we do, let us see. So here in this term we see that A is common, so we can write that is A B plus B plus AC. Now we know that B dot B is nothing but B plus BC. So here, since we know that B dot B is equivalent to B only. Now here in this case, when we talk about this term B plus B, so again we can have, we know that since B plus B, the final result is B. So therefore we can reduce it to A B plus AC plus, in this term we can have B common, that is 1 plus C. So here it can be now simplified, AB plus AC plus, now here remember that 1 plus C, 1 plus C, so whatever the value of C, maybe it is 0 or 1, the effective result will be 1. Okay, that thing we are going to put here, that is B dot 1. But remember that B dot 1 is always B. So if B is 0, 0 into 1, 0. If B is 1, 1 into 1, 1. So B dot 1 is equal to 1. So we can write, here it is AB plus AC plus B. We have got these three terms, but here we observe C. Here it is suppose AB plus B plus AC. So here we can say, that is write A plus 1 into B. This term can be simplified like this, that is AB plus B is can be replaced by A plus 1 into B, where B is common, plus AC. But we know that A plus 1 is always equal to A. A plus 1 is always equal to 1. So whatever the value of A, if A is 0, 0 plus 1, 1. If A is 1, 1 plus 1, 1. So now A plus 1 can be replaced by term 1. So here we can say that is 1 B plus AC. And finally we can say the term is B plus AC. Now remember that our first expression which is given, this expression using various Boolean algebra laws, we have simplified it to B plus AC. That means simply whatever the result of this expression giving, the same result is obtained by this expression. Now here it is, as we know that y is equal to B plus AC. So now if we draw the circuit for this, here we know that there are three inputs, A, B and C. So here we see that there it is a ORing operation. So here this is OR gate, to which one input is B, but another input is AC. So for AC we need to use AND gate, and input of AND gate is A and C. So output is AC, and here it is B. So the output of circuit is Y is equal to B plus AC. Remember that the circuit which we have drawn is giving the same output as which we are getting in this circuit. But this expression is a complex expression, and using various Boolean algebras we have simplified this expression, and finally we got the simplified form is, that is y is equal to this B plus AC, and this is. Now observe that here we need only one OR gate. OR gate is one gate, and this is AND gate. When we talk about that, AND gate, which is one gate. So totally we are using only two gates and obtaining the same result. That means whatever the work is done by this circuit, the same function or same operation is done by this circuit. But here we need 7 gates to get the same result. But here if we apply Boolean algebra rules and simplified the expression, we need only two gates to get the same result. So this way we can reduce the Boolean expression, and we have drawn a corresponding logic circuitry which is simplified version of the original expression. So let us consider second expression and we try to simplify this. See, these are four terms given, that is a bar b c d bar plus b c, here it is d bar, plus b c bar d bar plus b c bar d. So these things are given. Now let us consider what are the common terms. So let us consider, we see that in these two the common terms are b c d bar is in this expression also and this also. So we can say b c d bar is common, so we get that is a bar plus 1, that is according to distributive law, plus. So let us observe these terms in which common things are what, b is common and c bar is common, so b c bar is common, and here d bar plus d. Now from this we can say that anything plus 1, that is equal to 1. Whatever the value of a bar, it is 0 plus 1 1, 1 plus 1 1. So we can say b c d bar into 1, since a bar plus 1 is equal to 1, plus here it is d bar plus d, that is always 1 because of whatever the value of d, its complement. Suppose d bar is 0, d will be 1, and if d bar is 1, d will be 0. So we know that d bar plus d is equal to 1. So we can say it is b c bar into 1. So finally we are getting b c d bar plus b c bar. So we got this. So again here we see that, so from this expression we can say that is b into d bar c plus c bar, since c bar d is equal to d bar c, so that we can, b is common, so same is equivalent to b into d bar plus c bar, since d bar c plus c bar is equivalent to d bar plus c bar, and this way we get the expression simplified. So we get y is equal to this b into d bar plus c bar, and now we can draw the logic circuit using this. For this, that is, here it is b, here it is c, here it is d. So here it is a ANDing operation, so here it is b c d. So b is given to one AND gate where other terminal needs d bar plus c bar. So here for this we need ORing operation, to which the input must be c bar and another input must be d bar. So here we need to connect NOT gate, here we need to connect another NOT gate which is connected to C and which is connected to D, and this way we get y is equal to b dot d bar plus c bar. So this way the complex expression can be simplified using Boolean algebra, and we can reduce the logic circuit. So this way we need to try the problems. Second important thing, for drawing any circuit which is given, suppose you are given, say y is equal to a bar bc plus b bar c bar a plus abc plus a bar b bar c bar. Okay, so these are four terms. So a simple thing for drawing a circuit, see this is ORing operation in which four terms are ORed. So simply we can draw a OR gate first which has four inputs. That is what the case. Now first what here it should be, that is a bar bc. Okay, so that means this is a product. So we need to connect the AND gate to which there are three inputs a, b, c. That is a bar, then b and c. But if it is a bar, then we must have a NOT gate here which is connected to input a. So this is a bar bc, second input b, third input c. So b is connected to AND gate and c is also connected to AND gate, which gives us this first term. Similarly we can draw all other terms. So for example here it is b bar c bar a. So to this we need to connect another AND gate to which there are three inputs, that is a is there, b bar and c bar. So a is there, so b is there but it is inverted to make b bar, c is there, it is inverted to make b bar. So here we get output b bar c bar a. Similarly the third input can be drawn in the same fashion, and here it is fourth input can be drawn in the same fashion. So try this at your own and understand how to solve the problem. Use the logic to draw the logic circuits from the given Boolean expression. Okay, thank you very much. All the best. Bye.